Hello, Fifth Hour Forensics. Our serial killer is Herman Webster Mudgett, better known as H. Holmes. He's America's first known serial killer and started in late 1888, early 1889. He did not stop until the day he was hanged on May 7, 1896. Most of his murders happened in Englewood, Illinois, near Chicago. He did not have specifics on who he murdered. It was of any age, male or female. Some of the people consisted of his friends, lovers, guests of his hotel, and children. There were over 200 murders. Holmes created his house off of a pharmacy in Englewood. He combined several buildings on the block and created a hotel. It was more like a maze, and he called it his castle. In the basement of this castle, he had his own crematory and several vats of chemicals such as chloroform, carbonic acid, and bleach. He also was able to hook up gas to certain hotel rooms and suffocate the guests. He went from poisoning, cremating, and strangling for insurance money and selling off the skeletons to sexual murders in 1893. One of his most known murders is of the Peitzel family. He killed the son by chopping him into pieces, burning him, and stuffing him in a chimney. He killed off the daughters by taking them to Toronto, Canada, stuffing them into a chest, which was his own portable gas chamber.
In 1894, Holmes confessed to 27 murders via a wax cylinder recording. However, police only confirmed 9 of the victims, and there is up to 200 bodies associated with the hotel. H. Holmes was sentenced to death by hanging, with his last request being to bury his body under concrete, so his remains could never be dissected as he had done to so many of his victims. Holmes is considered an organized serial killer. As a medical student at the University of Michigan, he could be described as a man of intelligence. His crimes were meticulously planned, from the castle's layout down to how he lured his victims and tricked them with his charm. It is clear that H. Holmes's motive was hedonistic. He took joy in killing and sought out the benefits from it. In the beginning, his motive was 100% comfort. Holmes would force his employees, mostly female, to take out life insurance policies and make him the beneficiary. Holmes would then murder them, collect the life insurance, and sell their bodies to medical schools as skeletal models or cadavers. Towards the end of his run, he started killing out of lust. Holmes would murder lovers and women who rejected his sexual advances. He enjoyed control and would do whatever he could to make the pain more intense. H. Holmes was caught in 1894 when a detective discovered letters that were never sent from the children of his longtime associate, Benjamin Peitzel. The children were murdered by Holmes while traveling with him because of a promise he made to bring them to their father, who Holmes claims was hiding. Little did they know that their father was burned alive days before. In the letters, the children detailed their location throughout the trip, placing him at the scene of the crimes. Police broke into the hotel and found the death chambers, women's clothes, and rotted remains. They also found the skeleton of a victim at a medical school. H. Holmes will forever live in infamy as America's first serial killer who terrorized the town of Englewood, Illinois from 1893 to 1894.